Whoa! Welcome to lesson 5.1, triangle angle side comparisons. Today's objective for students to understand the relationship between angles and sides of a triangle. And there is one. I'm not even kidding with you. All right. So what is the angle side relationship in triangles? And this is what it is. And it's kind of like if you think about it for like 13 seconds, you'll be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So here it is. In a triangle, okay, the largest side, so the largest side is opposite the largest angle, okay? And the smallest side is opposite the smallest angle. That's it. That's what the angle side relationship is in triangles. Largest side is opposite the largest angle. Smallest side is opposite the smallest angle. If you got that, you're good to go today. So check it out. Let's list the sides of this triangle from largest to smallest, okay? So we're going to start off by listing the sides of this from largest to smallest. So the largest side is AC, right? Because it's 7. So AC is our largest side. Our second largest side would be BC. So let's just put a BC over there, okay? And our smallest side is AB, which is 5. All right, so that is from largest to smallest. Now I want to list the angles from largest to smallest, okay? And remember, the largest side is opposite the largest angle, and the smallest side is opposite the smallest angle. So 7 is our largest side. Now, that means if I just draw a line this way, angle B must be the largest angle. And if you look at this, yeah, B is the biggest one. If I go to my second one, BC, that's my second largest side. So that means if I draw a line opposite, A is my largest angle, angle A. And finally, AB was my small side, so opposite B is right here, and so C is my smallest angle. And that's it. If you got that, you're good to go today. Respect. All right, let's try practicing a little bit. We want to list the angles and sides from largest to smallest, okay? So let's try this again. Well, the largest side is AC, so that's 23. So AC is our largest side, okay? Our second largest side is BC, and our third largest side is AB. Okay, so now I want to put the angles from largest to smallest, okay? So opposite 23, or side AC, we draw a line across, is angle B. So angle B is our largest angle, and even looks like the largest angle in here. Opposite our second largest side, BC, well, let's draw a line, is angle A. All right? And opposite our smallest side, which is 12, is all the way up here, angle C. Done. All right. Let's try this again. We want to list the angles and sides from largest to smallest. So in this one, we're given the angles. So our largest angle is angle D. All right, so angle D is our largest angle. Our second largest one is angle E, which is 42. Okay. And our last one is angle F, which is 28. Now, if I want to figure out which are my largest angles and largest sides, well, it's easy. I just go across. So the largest side, well, I go across some angle D, is going to be side EF. All right. Opposite my second largest angle, over here, is side DF. And opposite my smallest angle, well, if I start here and go across, is this side, which is DE. And that's all you guys. Suzu. All right, now let's work with these same kind of problems, but let's throw some. Let's just change up a little. Well, first of all, we're not going to have a picture, so we're going to have to draw our own picture. And second, we're going to actually be using greater than and less than symbols, and I'll explain in a second. So first, in a scaling triangle ABC, the measure of B is 45, and the measure of C is 55. What is the order of the sides in length from longest to shortest? Well, I think the first thing to start whenever you have a question like this, when they're talking about a triangle, is to actually draw a triangle, right? So, whoop, that is not a triangle. Let's use this guy. Okay, so we got our triangle. Now we got to label it A, B, and C. So we're drawing our triangle. We got A, B, C. We know B is 45 degrees, and we know C is 55 degrees. And we want to order these from largest to smallest. But there's a problem. I'm missing an angle. How can I find that third angle? Oh yeah, the three angles add up to 180. So I can just do 180 minus 45 minus 55, and that will give me my missing angle. So this happens to be 80 degrees. So A is 80 degrees. All right. So let's list our angles from longest to shortest, because that's what it says. Our longest angle is, our biggest angle is 80 degrees. So that's angle A. Our next biggest one is 55, which is angle C. And our next biggest is 45, which is angle B. I meant 55 for that. So those are largest, smallest. So what's our largest side? Well, we go across and check it out. We know that BC is the largest side. Opposite C is AB. And opposite B is AC. And that's how it's done. Now, we actually have to start using greater than or less than symbols. And remember, the alligator always eats the larger number. He's always hungry for the larger number. So how would I use this? Well, since I listed this from largest to shortest, I know BC is greater than AB, so the alligator is going to eat BC. Ow! And I know AB is greater than AC, so the alligator is going to eat AB now. And the same thing for these. A is greater than C, and angle C is greater than angle B. So the alligator always eats the bigger one. Okay, once again, we have a similar problem, right? Where in ABC, AB equals 7, BC equals 8, and AC equals 9. Order the angles of ABC from smallest to largest. All right. Well, first thing we should do, we should probably draw this. So let's go. Let's move this down here. We're going to draw our triangle so we get a look at it. We're going to label it ABC again. So we got A, B, and C. We know AB is 7. We know BC is 8. And we know AC is 9. Okay, great. Now we want to order the angles from smallest to largest. So let's start by doing the sides, smallest to largest. We know our smallest side is AB. Okay, and that is our smallest side. Smallest to largest. Pay attention to the question. Our next smallest would be BC, and our largest one would be AC, okay, which is 9. Now we just have to look what's across. So opposite our AB is angle C, okay, so angle C is our smallest angle. Opposite BC is angle A, and opposite our largest side is angle B. All right, now let's just put our greater than or less than symbols in. So we know the alligator always eats the bigger one, right? So AB and BC, which one's bigger? Well, AB is 7 and BC is 8, so the alligator is going to eat BC. Actually, let's use a different color. All right, AC is 9 and BC is 8, so we know the alligator is going to eat AC. And we could say the same thing for these. A is greater than C, and A is greater than C, and B is greater than A. All right, now to get a little tricky on you. In triangle ABC, measure of A is 10, x minus 10, B is 2x minus 8, and C is 3x minus 12. Determine the largest side of ABC. Well, this involves some thinking. So first, let's start by drawing this guy, okay? We're going to draw out our triangle. Let's do that like so, all right? The measure of angle A, we got A, B, and C. A is x minus 10, B is 2x minus 8, and C is 3x minus 12. We want to find the largest side of ABC. Well, what information do we need to solve this? Well, to solve this, we'd probably have to know what the measure of these angles are, okay? So that's a good first question to ask yourself if you're ever solving a problem. You want to find the measures of the angles. All right? That's a good thing to try to find, right? Because then I can figure out which is the greatest side. Now, how do we get the measures? Well, they don't give it to us, but if I solve for x, then I can plug them in and find the measure of the sides. So these are some questions that you might want to ask yourselves when you problem solve. What information do I need to solve this, and how do I get it? Those are two good starting points. So how am I going to solve for x? Well, these are the three angles of a triangle, so I know they add up to what? Say it. No, don't say it. You're going to disrupt the class. Think it. They add up to 180. So it's x minus 10 plus 2x minus 8 plus 3x, 3x minus 12 equals 180. All right? Well, we're going to have to add 10, add 8, and add 12 to the other side to move that all over. So to cancel these out, I'm going to have to add them all. So I'm going to add 10, I'm going to add 8, and I'm going to add 12. When I do that, let's see, I get x plus 2x plus 3x equals, add those up, that's 20, 30, okay, that's 210. Add up all my x's. When I add my x's up, I get 6x is equal to 210. I divide by 6, and we get x is equal to 30, oh my god, 5. Just did that in my head. Are you impressed? Probably not. Okay, that was my first step. Now my second one is to plug that in and find out what all my angle measures are, right? So for my first one, angle A, let's bring it down here a little bit. All right, angle A is equal to x minus 10. All right, so angle A is going to be equal to 35 minus 10. So angle A is equal to 25. Let's plug that in over here. So angle A is equal to 25. Angle B. So angle B is equal to 2x minus 8. So angle B is equal to 2 times 35 minus 8. And so angle B is equal to, let's see, do it in my head, 62 degrees. Oh yeah, that felt good. So this is 62 degrees. Finally, angle C. Angle C is equal to 3x minus 12. Angle C is going to be equal to 3 times 35 minus 12. And so angle C is going to be equal to, that's 105 minus 12, 93. Okay. 93 degrees. Oh, God. We did it. So, all we got to do now is list our angles. So let's see, our smallest, let's start with the largest. Our largest angle is angle C. Our second biggest one is angle B. And our third one is angle A. That's the smallest angle. Now we want to find out the longest side of AB. So starting here, we know 90C is the biggest, so we go across. That is side AB, and that is your answer. Wow! We did it. I feel smart. Okay, for these three, now don't get mad, but I actually want you to solve these for yourselves, okay? I know this is crazy. I usually help you through these harder ones, but I'm pushing you in that direction. I want you to solve this for yourselves. I will give you a tip though. For this guy, you might want to find out what all the angles are in this, and that might be from lesson, I don't know, 4.6 with isosceles triangles. All right, what do we know? How do we fill in all the angles? And then list it out. Over here, I'm not going to tell you how to do this one either, but I will tell you this. You have the exterior angle theorem to help you. So remember, that's when the exterior is equal to when you add up the two interior angles. All right? And how do you find this side over here? Yep, I want you to do that on your own again. I think you can figure it out. Look through your notes. This would be lesson 4.1 if you want some help here. And finally, this one. This I will help you on, because I like you. In trapezoid cats, or CATS, AT is parallel to CS. What is the largest side of CAS? Well, CAS is this triangle right here, CAS. Okay? To figure out the largest side, when we only know angles, we'd have to find all the angles here. Now, how do we do that? Here's what we know. AT is parallel to CS. All right? Now here's where it gets tricky. What do we do from there? Well, check this out. Remember parallel lines with transversals? This is actually a transversal line right here. AS is a transversal if I draw a line through. And you might remember that alternate interior angles are congruent. So because AT and CS are parallel, and this is our transversal, we know alternate interior angles are congruent. So if this is 48, we know this is 48. Now that I have two angles, I can get my third angle in the triangle. So 52 plus 48 is 100, so I know my third angle is 80. And now I could solve what the largest side is. All right, that's all I'm going to help you for today. You're in Unit 2, so I'm going to be pushing you to do a little extra hard thinky work. I'm sorry, but my tip of the day to you is this. Think hard, but also think from your heart. All right, peace, guys.